The movie starts as Rambo enters the arena, where a dense wall of spectators replaces the traditional ropes, yelling over one another and placing wagers. His challenger is already there, moving from side to side and spinning his weapon as if it were a part of his body. The large man joins him in the ring, adopting a similar fighting stance. Suddenly, the initial strike is launched with great speed. The challenger lunges forward with a swing, and their weapons collide with a loud snap that triggers a more intense shout from the onlookers. The fight carries on until the challenger connects with a spinning back kick that nudges Rambo backward. As the spectators respond to the strike, further swings of the staff follow. He miscalculates a kick and falls onto his back, appearing pained and annoyed. He quickly regains the advantage, delivering successive strikes until his challenger is unable to fight back. Rambo maintains his offensive, allowing his opponent no chance to compose himself, and the bout concludes when the challenger gives up. 3 agents, 1 in military attire and 2 in business suits, depart from the American embassy in Thailand and head into the city carrying a printed photograph. Accompanied by the monks, he travels by boat back to the religious residence. The agents are already aware of his destination, so they proceed there and eventually find him performing repairs on one of the residence's structures. When he notices Colonel Sam, he approaches out of a sense of duty and listens. Sam is accompanied by Bob, who hands Rambo a picture of an ailing child utilizing an oxygen mask. The conflict in Afghanistan has intensified, resulting in harm to blameless people. Colonel Sam has been assigned a mission to take action and desires for Rambo to accompany him. He immediately refuses, saying his fighting days are over, and walking away to stay at the residence, where he is supported and prefers to remain rather than engage in something he does not fully grasp.
The operation in Afghanistan fails on its very first day. A Soviet aircraft attacks, destroying nearly the entire group. The few survivors, Sam among them, are captured and kept as war prisoners. Bob quickly delivers the update to Rambo, aware that he cares for his old friend. Despite his previous refusal, Rambo takes the mission. Bob is taken aback, but does not ask for an explanation. He simply cautions the soldier that this is an unofficial task, meaning no one will help him if he is captured. He will be isolated. Nevertheless, this is not a new situation for Rambo, who has conducted secret missions under such terms before. The streets where he arrives are crowded with armed individuals, positioned in narrow passageways and open areas. He quickly finds his primary contact, Musa, and reveals his identity, but their initial meeting does not proceed as anticipated. The other man is amazed to discover that Rambo is the entire reinforcement, a lone individual sent to battle the Soviets and save a captured American group. He moves forward with his equipment, unaware that Musa's assistant is secretly listening in. Meanwhile, the individual in charge of the operation, Colonel Zaysen, goes to see Colonel Sam. He is pleased to have a U.S. officer on Afghan territory for the first time, even proposing a toast to celebrate. With a nonchalant tone, Zaysen suggests a simpler path out by sharing a few minor details, but Sam rejects the proposal and criticizes the pointlessness of the conflict. Zaysen gets close, vowing a level of pain the American has never experienced. Musa conducts Rambo across the Afghan border. During the trek, he recounts tales of ancient empires that tried and failed to take the land. His pride in the Afghan character is evident. He maintains that it gives them a competitive advantage even against the Soviet forces. Back at the jail, Zaysen becomes more convinced that Sam's arrival indicates a larger plan. He claims Sam started the war and must now face it, demanding to know the location of the missiles. Zaysen insists that American missiles have been brought into the area. To force an admission, he ties the colonel's arms to a rope and lifts him off the floor, preparing to use force. Sam does not give in and instead taunts his jailer, which has an effect, though not the intended one. Zaysen loses his temper, hits him, and holds a shotgun against his chin. Shortly after, Masood's assistant is seen talking privately with the Soviet commander. The secret is out. The Soviets are aware that an outside American is collaborating with the insurgents to rescue him. Masood's next destination brings him and the foreign soldier to an insurgent settlement. Both adults and children are interested in the newcomer, guiding him to a temporary clinic where the injured stay in poor conditions, holding on to whatever care is available. In a planning meeting conducted by Yuri, a Russian who changed sides to help the locals, concerns are voiced regarding the schedule. The community leaders beg for a delay in all secret activities until assistance arrives, fearing any hasty action could lead to a tragedy. When the guest promises he does not intend to pull them into a massacre, they view it as a suicidal plan. Masood speaks up, telling how 6,000 residents were once killed in a single attack. Having seen their families separated and dwellings destroyed, they have learned to view every risk as a danger to their existence. While the group argues about the next step, the man walks through a portion of the village, answering simple questions from a boy who proudly calls himself a soldier. Nearby, the residents turned combatants start a spirited game that gets his attention. When a player invites him to participate, he says yes, learning the rules from his companion before getting on a horse to try the sport. Men race across the area, each attempting to keep a sheep long enough to drop it into a marked circle. While the outsider gains attention with his play, a missile streaks through the air. He and another participant share possession of the sheep until he is thrown from his horse. He stands up and attacks again, but an explosion halts the game as everyone runs for safety. Zaysen, leading the charge himself, continues firing missiles, hitting randomly and destroying tent-like homes with very weak roofs. Shots from the ground are ineffective against the aircraft. However, the soldier runs across the field toward a stationary machine gun. Rambo takes the machine gun, aims it at the sky, and shoots directly at the aircraft. The bullets find their target. The plane blows up in the air. Zaysen stays in the smoke briefly before flying away from the village. Rambo watches with his hands tightened under his chin. He is uncertain of the next action, but feels it must happen soon. Masood comes over and softly reminds him of his earlier words, noting that the war is not as simple as it seems.
He suggests that leaving and preparing again might be the wiser path, but Rambo appears determined. That night, they start the secret entry. Moving low over open territory, they look carefully for mines hidden just under the dirt. At one point, Rambo finds one and removes it with his blade before they go on. Suddenly, Hamid appears again, causing immediate annoyance. At the first fence, Rambo cuts through some barbed wire to let himself and Musa inside. They reach a second, stronger fence and cut it open. While the entry happens silently, the captives inside continue to be mistreated. Outside, the group works fast, placing timed explosives at important spots as part of a plan to cause a distraction. A guard in a tower sees movement and fires a light into the sky, filling the area with brightness. The light makes the whole camp alert. Dogs are let out, and soldiers start searching more aggressively. Inside, the yelling continues as more captives, including women and children, are taken to be tortured while armored vehicles arrive. Moving under one, Rambo crawls forward over the rocks using the vehicle as a shield. Once inside the main structure, he witnesses the terrible situation himself. Meanwhile, Hamid goes into the camp too and heads for the building while Musa places explosives around the edge. With most of the men away from the jail, the timing is perfect. The first guard is taken out quietly. In a nearby cell, two women show the way to the most important room where the colonel is located. Just as the lock is being opened, they see movement. It is Hamid again. It's a soldier come in. A knife hits him in the neck, but he still manages to pull the trigger. More soldiers arrive and the shooting starts.
As they retreat, gunfire follows, but Rambo moves forward and takes out enemies two at a time. The explosives begin to go off, killing enemies in the blasts. Knowing the area, Rambo avoids the explosions. While the Soviets are confused, he faces every attack directly. A grenade launcher is used against him. He moves out of the way, but a piece of wood gets stuck in him. Ignoring the pain, he shoots back at the coming troops. Hamid is hit in the leg, so Rambo carries him and keeps his gun ready while moving forward. Finally, he sees Musa near the underground path out. Just as they're leaving, shots come from the air. Musa shoots back and kills a soldier before going into the tunnel. Inside the small tunnel, Zaysen makes new plans. He will not let them go and sends men into the wet corridor, not knowing what is waiting. The shooting goes on in the small space until Rambo thinks of a better idea. While Musa helps Hamid, Rambo puts a timed bomb above the path as footsteps get closer. When it explodes, part of the tunnel falls, closing it and giving them more time. On the other side, they find horses that Musa's friends brought, but their escape is seen. From a tower, Soviet troops shoot and hit one of the riders. Without waiting, Rambo takes an RPG and shoots at the gate. Back in the jail, Zaysen goes to the colonel's cell with another officer. After hitting him, he asks who would do such a thing for one person. The colonel is not scared and answers calmly that God would have mercy, but the rescuer will not. The group finds a cave to hide in that is away from the search area, but Rambo has decided to go back and finish the job. Musa tries to stop him, saying no one should fight this way alone and some wars should be left, but Rambo will not turn back and says it is decided. It is now morning. Zaysen's men search the caves while he looks from a jet, but they find nothing. Meanwhile, Rambo has reached the mountain and started to climb despite his injury. He gets to the top, kills the machine gunner quietly, and goes back into the building through a small opening. Inside, Colonel Sam is tied up and facing a man who likes torturing people. Above them, Rambo crawls through a vent and drops down, killing the man quickly. Musa's traitorous assistant runs away when he sees him. With no time, Rambo and Sam kill the other guards. Outside, Zaysen lands in a helicopter and goes to the building with his men. The escapees are waiting and then move. They knock out the pilot and get on the helicopter. A captive takes the co-pilot seat and they take off, just as Zaysen sees they are gone. The area is filled with shooting and one prisoner is hit and falls, holding on to the bottom of the helicopter. He loses his grip and falls. The helicopter shoots back, destroying vehicles and helping them get away, but they are not safe yet. The engines stop working and they have to land quickly on the ground. Rambo tries to lead the group, but the captives decide to go their own way since they know the land. A very angry Zaysen sends more jets to search the area, leading them himself to stop the embarrassment. After a rest, Sam finds a hole into a cave and goes down with a rope. Rambo uses his bow to shoot a jet with an arrow that has a bullet on it. There is an explosion, and he goes into the hole before they can shoot back. Zaysen's men are now on the ground, and Sam suggests they split up. Inside the cave, soldiers led by the mean Kurov move in. Rambo kills the first one with his bow and then tells Zaysen over the radio what is going to happen. Rambo moves quietly and kills people with his knife or hands. Sam stays low and careful while his partner is always moving. Every time they look for him, he's gone. Kurov starts to figure out his pattern and almost hits him with a gun, but Rambo is ready. An explosive arrow hits its mark. Kurov uses a soldier to protect himself, but is still blown back. Before Rambo can move, another soldier tries to shoot him, but Sam shoots first and kills him. Rambo goes back to check if the cave is clear, which is good because a hidden group starts shooting. He waits and then fires an explosive arrow with great accuracy. Kurov appears again with a burned face and they start a big fight. Kurov lifts him and throws him, and eventually Rambo gets the advantage and makes him kneel. Rambo puts a rope around his neck and pulls hard. They struggle, and Kurov manages to take control again. He squeezes Rambo's waist, which hurts his original wound. Rambo reaches for a bomb on Kurov's uniform, takes the pin out, and kicks him into the hole. As they leave the area, they meet a very large troop with tanks and many soldiers. Rambo shoots a truck, and both men hide in a small hole while bullets fly over them. The fight continues, and Rambo uses a grenade launcher to hit more trucks. Suddenly, Masood's men arrive on horses, shooting as they come. Zaysen shoots back from his jet, hitting some of the rebels. Rambo almost dies when he gets shot, but he still takes an armored tank from the enemy. The fight is now between him and his enemy. Rambo drives the tank fast, while Sam shoots the man with the machine gun on the jet. This lets Rambo shoot and hit both Zaysen and his assistant. The two machines hit each other and explode. Rambo wakes up in the tank after being unconscious for a few minutes. The colonel is safe, and Masood's men are free from Zaysen. As they prepare to leave, Musa says Rambo should stay because his skills might be needed again as the war is not over. But Rambo says he must leave. He has finished his job, so they say goodbye, and that is how the movie ends.